Are you going through a lot of changes in your life right now? What are you holding on to so that you can keep steady? Hey, I'm Dylan, and you're listening to Unlocked, your daily key to unlocking God's Word in your life. Growing up means constant change, physical, mental, emotional. It's exciting, but not easy, and it can leave you feeling unsteady. But it helps to remember that God's love never changes. Even when you feel a little lost as life changes, our unchanging God is always there, offering His eternal love as your firm foundation. Let's talk about that with Grow and Change by Bethany Acker. At times, growing up is hard. Change is exciting, but at the same time, such a difficult thing to go through. Feeling your body change, seeing things around you shift, knowing that your mind is growing and your perspective on things will not always be the same. Change feels strange, but as we experience it in ourselves and in the world around us, we don't have to be afraid. There are some things that are never going to change. When life feels different than it used to, we may feel unsteady and disoriented, but it can help to remember that God will not change. His love is always constant. The promise of eternity will never fade. The gospel is always true. Jesus died and rose again for us, and if we put our trust in Him, we can know with certainty that He is with us forever. He will never leave us. Throughout our lives, we will continue to grow and change. We will find new things to be passionate about and new ways to enjoy life. We will find new purposes for our lives, and we'll get excited about what is to come. As we go through all those changes, both the good and the bad, the struggle and the joy, we can remember that God is there with us. When we need something to ground us, we can pray to Him. When we need something to remind us that, even as we are drastically changing, some things in our lives will always be the same, we can think of His unchanging love. But let's talk about this a little more. As we grow in our walk with Jesus, He will continue to reveal Himself to us in various ways, and He will keep forming us to become more and more like Him. This means our perspectives on things will likely shift throughout our lifetimes, and that's okay. As we pursue Jesus and study His Word, He will help us bring all the areas of our lives into alignment with Him. And this is a lifelong process. Who are some people in your life who can walk through this process with you, such as pastors, parents, counselors, youth leaders, and friends? Consider taking some time to ask a trusted Christian adult how their perspective has changed over the years. When the world around us changes, how could remembering that Jesus never changes help us come to Him in prayer? Do you have any favorite Bible passages that remind you of this truth? Now, as you and I can read in James 1:17, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. And don't just take my word for it. Dive deeper into Psalm 139, Romans 8:28 through 29, and Philippians 1:6 to keep God's Word alive in your life. Unlocked is a resource of Keys for Kids Ministries. And do you feel like your walk with the Lord is struggling a little? I want to encourage you to join our summer reading program. We just kicked it off, and this can be something that can really help your walk with the Lord. So head over to unlocked.org/summer to learn more. And come back for tomorrow's devotion with me, how we can be like a well-watered garden through Jesus. But until then, I'm Dylan, encouraging you to live life unlocked, opening the door to God in your life.